Hey Taurus, this is Veritas Malefica with a general reading for the full moon and lunar eclipse in Pisces, September 17th and 18th, 2024. Please keep in mind this is a general reading, not a personal reading, so not all of the messages may resonate. This is more of a collective energy reading. If you are looking for a personal reading, I do offer them on a limited basis. The information for how to do so is listed below in the description box. I've just tapped into the energies and shuffled the cards, and I'm going to go ahead and pull some. The major energy is I feel exhausted all of a sudden. I've just had my coffee and restful morning and I'm ready to go, and the cards are not wanting to shuffle right now as I'm talking about this. I feel like this may be just like not a great time period for you. Feels kind of like things are falling apart. It feels like I give up and I'm just going to take a nap until this is over with. So this may not be the easiest lunation for you. I know for most people this is fairly intense for our start to eclipse season. Let's get some cards. See how they relate to that energy. Very slow energy. Two of Wands stuck in the deck there. Knight of Pentacles in reverse. So yeah, this is really slow, almost like I can't get anything done energy. Everything's moving so slowly that it's almost like stubbornly affecting everything in life. So it just feels like right now is not the time to get a lot done. I do feel like this is a period where you're looking at, okay, where can I move forward to, and kind of like plotting about where to go next, but it's not quite time to take action. You'll be able to see the correct actions to take, but right now is definitely not the time. It is interesting too. The only cards that came up upright were the Emperor last and the Empress came up first, but it came out in reverse. And I find this interesting because the Empress for me definitely relates to Taurian energy. I believe it represents Venus in the sign of Taurus, but it's got a lot of imagery or a lot of other things going on with it as well. But for me, it has very Taurus vibes. So for it to be upside down like this or in reverse is kind of like we're not jiving with the energy of right now. There may be a partnership that's occurring where things are not going to plan, where you feel like you don't have the say that you'd like to, or you don't feel like you have the power that you'd like to. There's a little bit of imbalance here where the the person who is in control is like super in control, and you feel like that's throwing you off of your balance and kind of making you react in a little bit of a negative way. um yeah, and again, this is just very slow, very sticky, very stubborn energy where you're like, God, how do I get out of this? How do I see the path to where I can go to? I want to be something different. I want to be in a different state of mind, but I'm not quite there yet. um let's see what's face down on the table. Yeah, there's some things that are out of balance. You're a bit constricted right now. You're not able to create or manifest at this particular time. There's a lack of groundedness happening here. And there's a lot of strength to meet all of these challenges though. Like you'll be okay. And I think just in stubborn, having that sort of stubborn um vibe here with the Empress and the Knight of Pentacles in reverse, we're kind of getting into Taurus in the reverse, or the negative sides of Taurus, where we are stubborn and we are not listening to others. And we're like, no, this is what I'm doing and I'm doing it. I don't care how long it takes. Um, and there's a bit of imbalance in that. There's something to kind of allowing softness into the scenario. Um, yeah, let's get a bit more because this is kind of this could go several ways here. Let's get more on the Empress in reverse. That's it. Yeah, we're not able to create what we want at this time. And we're not working effectively with those around us. That you're blocking yourself from allowing the energy in. You're wanting to manifest something, you're wanting to create something. You have this idea in your mind, but it is not in line with everyone else around you or everything else around you. Like you have this lofty idea that needs to be checked because you almost sound kind of crazy in this line of thinking. Um, Whatever it is you're like idealizing and really like gung ho, like, no, this is, I'm going to figure out how to do it. Like, we'll see, but I just don't, it doesn't look like it's very much in your favor. I'm seeing now that this Emperor is you, being selfish and not paying attention to other people's needs or wants. Yeah. And all right, yeah, you're not coming at this in a harmonious way in conjunction with others around you. You think that you are, but you've kind of like blinded yourself or deluded yourself into thinking that you are doing this for everyone else's best and highest good, when in reality, you're doing it for only you. It's an extremely selfish venture that you're looking into right now, and an extremely selfish aim that you're going for. You don't give a shit about what anybody else thinks. That's what this is saying. Strength, thank you. 4 cards on that. Wow, they really want to tell you something about this. All right. Yeah, you're being very domineering, very intense, very controlling. Um, you're just going for it. And we've got the Knight of Wands in reverse. You're really just going for it. And it's causing other people around you to have some breakdowns and issues. You might even be having breakdowns and issues, but you are not like allowing others to see it. This is that I just want to take a nap energy because this is too difficult to deal with. You're trying to move forward, but you're impeding your own progress by sticking to whatever this is so strongly and not taking in other people's opinions. This is very opinionated, dominating, aggressive energy that's going on here where you're like, no, I'm not taking no for an answer. And it's very imbalanced. We have justice in reverse. You're not taking into consideration that there are other people involved in this decision or this project or this thing that you're working with. It's having the Nine of Pentacles here with the Emperor is like, you've deluded yourself into thinking that this is a balanced scenario, but it's not. It's only balanced for you, and that does not make it balanced. Let's get more on justice. Yeah. You're impeding your own progress. You're not allowing yourself to harness the energy and create with it effectively, and turning yourself into a figure that you don't need to be. You have the choice whether you'd like to come at it with a balanced perspective or not. When you do come at it with a balanced perspective, then this page will be able to go into the upright, and you'll be able to take and harness all the energy, come up with the new ideas, and effectively start to create them and manifest them in the material world. You'll also be able to come at this with an Empress and Emperor balanced energy. It looks like the feminine side, the receptive side, the softer side is being impeded in this scenario. You're not allowing it to come through. You're saying, I've got everything. I'm in control of everything. And you know what? That's too much for you to carry. Too much. It's too much masculine fiery energy. Tell me more about the page. Justice coming out again in reverse. This is an imbalanced venture, and it's you're just impeding yourself from your own progress. 10 of Swords in reverse. You've got to let this go, and before it becomes a problem. You can avoid an issue with your money, with your health, with your finances, where it's not like that bad, but it's still going to be bad. You've gotten yourself into this situation and now you're going to have to dig yourself out. But if you want it to be something that's not that bad, you need to let this go and drop it. The Emperor in reverse. I can't make this up. Tell me about the Two of Wands. Well, those just fell right on the floor. You're not going to be able to go forward into the path you want until you let some of this shit go. Your happiness will not be able to manifest for you because you're avoiding something important. You're avoiding confrontation of your own inner self, your own inner aims, and your own inner balance. Yeah. You cannot receive the riches, the bounty, the hopes and dreams, the everything you want. You cannot have the wish fulfillment until you unblindfold yourself and see that you've been coming at things too harshly and in a very imbalanced way. Everything's going to move very slowly and can cause some issues. We've got Five of Pentacles and the Tower in reverse, so this is not quite here yet, but it still is not great when it's in the reverse. It's like this kind of sucks, but we narrowly avoided complete destruction. So if you'd like to just like not do any of those and get those off the table, because I'm reading that as energy that's not here yet, like unmask yourself and walk through the struggle and see that you are acting in an imbalanced, unjust manner. It's you. The problem is you. So release that, let it go. Otherwise, you're impeding yourself from your own happiness and your own success. I'm going to step away from that energy, Taurus. Looks like you're having a hell of an eclipse season. I apologize, but this is part of my thing is I'm going to tell you the truth no matter how much it hurts, because at the end of the day, it's actually going to help you. It's like ripping off a Band-Aid. So anyhow, that's what I've got. Thanks for tuning in, and I will see you next time, Taurus.